address a really interesting topic. Not interesting, it's more like something that hinders me from creating videos quickly. I want to address people who are in the same shoes as me. They want to pursue something creative, but their procrastination and perfectionism hinders them from everything that they want to achieve. It's so easy to think that you just need to practice and put in the hours and a lot of work, and someday you will see some return. Here comes perfectionism and procrastination. I want to make a video later on about procrastination, but it's not this one. It's a much bigger topic. But perfectionism is also a big problem, so let's talk about perfectionism. So, perfectionism creates two problems. You're either one or either two. You're either type A or type B. That doesn't make sense. Okay, these problems can be that you don't start until it's perfect. It's like with gear. That you don't try to shoot something unless you have some kind of camera or some kind of brush, if we think about any kind of other art than video creation. The other part is that you try to perfect something to a level which is so unnecessary that you only waste your time. An unfinished project is much less than two half-finished. If you put it out, someone can see that you already do something. But if you don't put out that unfinished project, nobody sees that you're ever doing something. This perfecting part, the perfecting part is mainly my problem, because as you see on my last two videos, or last three, I'm not saying too much if I say that I put in 20 hours of work in each video. In the long term, I think that's not sustainable. 2 weeks out for an upload is too much, but if you think in your way that you spend too much time on unnecessary steps on your journey, that can also cut your progress, development in a half. But where does this perfectionist come from? In my opinion, I see that people don't want to get judged. In my instance, I don't want to put out bad content or something that I will look back on as something that is not me. That's why I'm putting everything in it, because I want to look as someone who puts a lot of effort into quality and not quantity. Considering every art form, if you overcome this fear that you will get judged, because you know you will get judged, and no matter that, but if you put in all you can do in a short amount of time, time really matters. As I said, 2 unfinished projects can develop you more than 1 never finished. You need to look at time also as something like a resource which helps you to grow. If you spend too much time on something, it can lead you backwards also. So let's get rid of this perfectionism together in a clever way. I have some kind of methods which are helpful, which I see to be helpful in this case, which I want to use in the near future and see how much I can change from this state to a more better state for my production. The first one is mostly about procrastination. There's a method which you can use to just start everything at the moment which you don't want to start, when you don't want to start. The method is you just say 1, 2, 3, and on the second one you already started doing the thing. This can jumpstart you from any state to a productive state. I use this especially when I'm taking a cold shower in the morning. On the second beat, I'm already under the water, freezing, but I'm already in the progress. The next one is about seeing clearly that after a certain threshold, you don't get really better, and the quality of your work also doesn't get really better. I view it as a curve which flattens on the end with time or effort that you put in. Let's put it in easier words. The first effort you put in at the start of the project is much more likely to raise a higher quality than getting closer to the project's end. the project is almost finished. It can be viewed as a whole project. But perfectionism leaves you as something that's even unfinished. But if you look at the outer perspective, you already put in a lot of effort and it's already on a high quality level, depending on your knowledge of the certain art. You can imagine for yourself how much you want to put in this project and how many hours and how many efforts and what you want out of it. And if you meet this threshold, you can say it's already done. You rewatch it one time, and if you don't find anything that sticks out or which is not your type, then you see it as finished. So the third one is also perspective change. Nobody started perfect, and if you look at it so that you can fail sometimes and you can make bad artworks or any kind of bad thing with bad quality, you let yourself to lose. And losing is the key to success. From the many losses you can learn, but if you already only winning, then you can't really have something to resist to, something that urges you to get better. But many losses lead you to a bigger improvement and something that motivates you to get better. View it as so. If you start from 0%, which you don't most of the times, and if you get with every project 1% better, after 100 projects you're already at 100%, which is like a quality level to a certain extent. And after that you just only get better. Here comes the 10,000 hour rule, which I'd like to follow in everything that I start with. That if you choose something and put in 10,000 hours of quality practicing and work, you will be a master of that. 10,000 hours is a lot if you consider that how many hours you can spend even in 1 year on some kind of hobby or passion, but you need to start somehow. And as I already mentioned, 2 unfinished projects are more likely to lead you to success than one that's never finished. So you need to put out everything that you can. Put out on the highest level, and the amount of time that you can make also matters in this day and age. You can wait till something gets perfect, but life runs so much faster than that. And if you want to get somewhere, you need to put in the work. So, with this message, I hope we can grow together as a community to leave this all behind and focus just on creation. This quick video was just a part of the series which I do now, which are about how to manage life a bit better. If you like this one, I highly recommend you to check out my other ones as well in this theme. So I hope we see each other in another video. Bye. I feel like a hypocrite because I know I will edit everything that's bad sounding out of this video. Perfectionism gets you to that level. But maybe I just put out this talking video like that. No one really knows. Except me, but